Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Talk 4 in this series of short talks on inclusive Vaishnavism. Thank you to everyone who has been sending in feedback via Facebook, YouTube, Messenger or some other platform to tell us what you think about these short talks. Krishna Consciousness is for everyone, not just heterosexual men. 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya, the avatar for this age, appeared to spread the distribution of the holy names, to live a life of devotional service, to set an example for everyone. He didn't introduce the chanting of the Maha Hare Krishna mantra in this age just for certain groups of people, based on their sexuality, based on their heritage, or even based on their religion. He liberally distributed the chanting of the holy names in his time all across India for anyone and everyone to partake in. 60 years ago, Srila Prabhupada continued with that mission, in that spirit. He traveled to the United States. He sacrificed so much to come to the Western world to share Krishna consciousness, to share bhakti with everyone and anyone. Srila Prabhupada didn't come just for a certain group of people. Srila Prabhupada didn't come to the West just for people that conform to a certain lifestyle. Srila Prabhupada didn't sacrifice so much just for people of a certain wealth or a certain heritage or a certain sexuality. Srila Prabhupada came to the West for everyone. One of the problems that we have with the Hare Krishna movement today is, on the surface, on the face of it, it looks very heterosexual. Not just in the West, but all over the world. Looking at the Hare Krishna movement, it looks very heterosexual and very male-dominated. Certainly not just with ISKCON, but with most Gaudiya Vaishnav groups. Men are in positions of authority. Men are in positions of leadership. Most mats, like most religions around the world, are very male-dominated. There is a heavy emphasis on getting married, on following a system of conformity where you need to get married. Also, the Hare Krishna movement is a very socially conservative movement or grouping. Or group of people. Krishna consciousness should be for everyone, not just men, not just people who conform to a certain lifestyle, not just people who would describe or label themselves as socially conservative. Srila Prabhupada was very aware and was very clear that we're all attached to the world in different ways. We're in this material world because we're still attached to it. That attachment can be for different reasons. We can be in this life for different reasons, based on our sexual preferences, based on being attached to money, based on being attached to property. On a number of occasions, on a number of times, Prabhupada was asked about homosexuality. Prabhupada was asked about, it wasn't a term then, but LGBT lifestyles. Prabhupada was very clear that actually it doesn't really matter whether your attachment to this world is a gold chain or a silver chain. We're all attached to this material world. The type of attachment is kind of irrelevant. Krishna consciousness is about freeing ourselves from those chains of attachment, whether they're homosexual or heterosexual. Ultimately, we're all attached to this material world. And Krishna consciousness, Bhakti Yoga, provides a process or a method of how we can free ourselves from any type of attachment and go back to the spiritual world. The Hare Krishna movement, in all its forms, in all its fashions, in all of its mats and schisms, needs to get better at accepting people. When people in Western culture look at the Hare Krishna movement, they will see a very heterosexual, male-dominated society. And we, those of us within the movement, need to be a lot better at making sure that our society looks much more reflective of the modern world. Here at the Hare Krishna Project, we are pro-mat mixing. We are pro-women holding positions of being a Diksha Guru. We are pro-inclusion here at the Hare Krishna Project. Krishna consciousness is for everyone, not just certain types of people. Hare Krishna.